Welcome back, folks. So, in between this episode and the last episode, I have managed to accomplish a lot. I did regain all my stuff and then some. I spent a lot of time in the Nether. I reworked one of the other, well, not one, but the other blaze spawner. So I managed to get a lot of XP. As you can see, I'm now sitting at level 36. I also went ahead and, because of the fact that they were such a great source for the magic and fire, I burned through all of, well, pretty much all but just a few pieces of my iron to make myself a set of thaumium armor. Of course, my pickaxe, as you can see, and shovel. So that's one of the things I've done. And as we kind of discussed on the last one, I was very curious what is going on with the flux in the area when it goes to dangerous levels. You know, is there any sort of other hazards? Because I'm not seeing anything in regards to an increase in wisps. I'm not seeing any of the landscape changing like with the old Thumbcraft. Taint was a very real threat. I mean, you would have to do a lot to get the taint going, but when it was there, you know, you knew about it. There was no hiding it. So it makes me a little worried when it goes up into the dangerous levels. Is something else going on? Well, I figured, like I have mentioned in the past, the only way that that's going to happen is by experiment. Now, what I've done here is I've set up a few other things here. As you can see, I guess I better go back out here real quick. I did go ahead and I built the filters. Those were things that I think were a necessity. Just because of the fact of all the flux I was basically just pumping into the air to try to prevent this. Also, another thing is I now have access to stone golem workers. I have not actually made a golem yet. They will be, I think they'll be part of a sorting system that I might want to try out. I haven't quite decided, primarily because I think I need to unlock some of these to make them halfway decent. I think by itself this might be able to specify, which item they should remove from their inventory, meaning they will ignore everything else. Which is nice, but I want to make sure that they are able to carry enough stuff and things of that nature. My resources are not, surprisingly enough, not horribly hit from everything I've done. This is the earth type of aura, or this, or whatever you want to actually call it, but my resources certainly have taken a pretty hard hit all the same. So we'll go into the Nether where, like I said, I've done a lot, and this is kind of where I think we're going to be spending, oh, hold on a second, a large portion of the, we'll grab a couple of these, a large portion of the actual episode today. Alright. make it so it's nice and bright out. Now, believe it or not, to do this, what I have set up right now, I died a few times. Yeah. It was worth it though, because now I can sit here and I can see that they're both working and they're both spawning. And I have the same exact setup here over here. Alright, now I changed this around a little bit because I was tired of pigmen spawning. They were certainly not convenient. And that is what I built. Not as pretty as I was planning on having it look, but I was starting to run out of resources and I wanted it to work. I managed to catch a pet here. I'm debating what to call him. Maybe Spud or something like that. He's cute, I guess. So, water was the first obstacle I figured I'd face, so I made some tanks and took, I don't even want to think of how many trips, 2 and 4, to fill these things. And I didn't even bother filling all of them. I got to this point and I just said, okay, that's enough. Also, as you can see, I have some chickens in here along with some basic blocks. The chickens, I literally brought in just like that. I brought in a couple stacks of eggs and just, well, laid them out. And I got lucky and got a few different chickens. The reason why I did this is, one, I'll be able to tell what sort of impact it has on these type of creatures, you know, normal mobs. What sort of impact it has on some basic blocks found in the environment. So, without too much, let's go ahead and see what sort of trouble we can get into here. And I figure I have some leftover Nether and extra blaze rods, so I think we'll have some fun dumping some of this stuff into the atmosphere. Look at that. So already I have a feeling that that created flux there because it overflowed, and now we'll just dump that in there. Okay. And I'm already at high. Give this a second or two and see what sort of changes it might impact here. While that's going on, I'll take a quick drink. Well, I certainly hope everybody's had a really good holiday here. Alright, so far, time-wise, I mean, we're just basically sitting here. We're not doing too much. And it's sitting clearly at high, and it's also not doing much of anything either. So, we'll go ahead and we're going to dump some more in. Actually, you know what? Maybe I won't play with that. I think this does the job quite nicely. Oh yeah, another thing I found out. When making Thamian, the wand of the Adapt will let you make something like 18 pieces at a time. So even if you have the resources for more in there, there's just not enough vis in the wand itself to make more than that. So you lose a lot. Yeah, like I said, I really went to town on these things, but I had to find out the hard way I can only make something like 18 a crack because I don't have access to the next level wand yet. It was a little disappointing. Luckily at that time I was only trying to make about 28, something like that, so I only lost about 10. But yeah, going forward after that point, that's how I basically made it, was in batches of 18. Well, 18 at the max. Let's see here. We'll dump some more. Let that go. There we go. Interesting. So this really hasn't changed much yet. No spawning of wisps. Though ironically, when I was building this, one of the few times I went to go get some XP, when I came back there were actually 2 wisps sitting in there. That was a fun experience, but lucky for me, I mean, they were in there, so they weren't that hard to kill. Definitely a bonus. But I want this to go into the dangerous level. Actually, I want to know if there's anything beyond the dangerous level. Alright. Also, I was kind of hoping to see some sort of additional changes here, but some of that stuff might take time. Dump more. I'm expecting something like all of a sudden this thing starts to look, oh, there we go. So now looks like the lighting, oh, well, maybe that's, the lighting was a change only because of the potion. Oh, well, I was thinking maybe that was something else. There we go. I'll have to go back and get another potion or 2 here. No, like I've been saying, I mean, I don't know if maybe there is something else going on here. Certainly this thing is not pleasant looking. I will also, of course, go in there and find out if it has any impact on me itself. See if maybe it does some sort of damage or something like that. Maybe I don't know, I would think that even if my wand can't, well, see, it's not really taking anything from the wand, though. So I would think that I can do any number of this stuff to make it go. We'll find out, though. No real... Oh, there we go. Now it's in dangerous level. It could also be I'm too close, so it's not spawning anything. So maybe I'll I'll go for a quick walk somewhere after I get this as high as I possibly can. Let's see here. See, I know with the old one, there were some serious consequences for letting it get to any sort of dangerous level. Alright. Kinda neat, that's for sure. Oh, there we go. It spawned something. Huh. There it is. So it just spawned a wisp. Let's see here. I got about 4 minutes left on my potion. So at the 2-minute mark, I'll run back and grab a couple more. Alright. So far, that still isn't that big of a deal. And I'm about to run out of Nether. Interesting. And I don't think I have much left in the way of stone or anything like that. So like I said, I used up the majority of my resources, stone-wise, building this thing. I'm not going to be able to, I didn't even finish my house, I just worked on this. So I have my little containment area, and yeah, it doesn't even, oh, there's another wisp. Interesting. Alright, well, 2 wisps still isn't something I would consider overboard. I was able to kill 2 wisps earlier, and that happened at the minimal level. There we go. So I step back here, and I saw it kinda, yeah. So now there's 3 in there. Still not what I would call overly bad, though. Okay. Not to say that wisps are the fun things to kill off, but certainly I've faced worse. Doesn't look like there's any impact to any of the blocks in there. Nothing to the normal mobs. Spawning of wisps. Not that big of a deal. Keeping it above or in the dangerous level. There we go. Also not not exactly the easiest. But I guess I'm not complaining about that. I'm just very fascinated by the fact that it's not doing anything else yet. Like I said, I was basically expecting to see some other changes here. But alright, let's go back. Okay. Maybe what I'll do here is I'll show you guys how fast now with 2 spawners I can get XP. Oh, my vision potion is about to fail. Okay. We're going to make a couple more of those. Might help if I actually set it up right here. There we go. What's going on? Let's see here, what else? I will some gold nuggets. Just so I can make myself another carrot here. Alright, let's see here. What else? Let's go ahead and see here. That would be enough for a query. Yeah, let's do that. We are going to make ourselves a diamond sword. Makes it a little easier to farm those blazes. Now hopefully we'll get something halfway decent though too. Let's see here. And that looks like a good one. Bane and knockback. Nice, that's not a good one, not even close. I'll be sending them all too far into the spawner, and they will not die that fast. Alright, well that's fine. Maybe, let's see here, bite the bullet, make myself a sword. Yeah, I guess I've kind of done this a lot now. See here now, no more pumping flux into the aura. See here, what did I do with that thing again? Oh, I guess I'm looking for those bottles now. I'm trying to think here, where did I put those bottles? Okay, no. I was going to have a chuckle here and say, now watch what happens when you have a animal that willingly dives into that that thing. Because believe it or not, when they die, they will actually produce their own aura, basically. Those wonderful things. Yeah. They're just getting in the way. See here. There it is. Suppose I could probably grab some dirt here. Good enough for now. Just refilling this. And for now, we'll put that there. Eventually, I will have a room full of these, and this will probably be in there somewhere. But for now, this will have to do. Yeah, I'll keep that on me. Can't do anything with that yet, so that means I need nothing right now. There we go. Of course I could have dropped that off. Now it's just a matter of sitting here and relaxing. And of course I am still in dangerous. Maybe with my absence from the immediate vicinity of the node, a difference might occur. I'm unsure. I'm hopeful though. I don't have a contingency though as to what to do if I come back and it's full of wisps. There's no way I'm going to be able to kill them all. But maybe what I'll do is I'll pop the top, at least in a couple places, and just put a lava bucket. Yes, it is a waste of the wisp resource, but if there's too many, there's no way I'm going to be able to kill them. For that matter, I mean, killing two in an enclosed area was actually very difficult, and I don't know if I can take 4 out, so they might already be beyond my capabilities. We'll take a look here and see what we have. Okay. Yeah, I guess what I'll do here is I'll kill these guys off and the other little spawning pen as well, and then I'll probably call it a quits because I don't want you guys to have to sit through me attempting to level here. There we go. This is certainly a decent way. I mean, it's not as fancy as a setup, or possibly even as efficient as some of the spawners out there. Eventually, when I get some more resources, maybe I'll invest in changing the chute a little bit so that I have the ability to say push them all. Great. Push them all into a enclosed area and maybe turn on a crusher for a few minutes or something of that nature that will give me the ability to get that additional XP a little bit faster. But of course there's always the end, and the creation of maybe a Enderman spawner, which is another thing I would definitely have to say I do want to make. Alright, so now we have 5. And that's about it. No changes to the animals, no changes to the basic blocks. Well, now we have 6. Of course, that red one is the first time I've seen a different colored. Well, I guess there's another one in there that's a little bit different than these. Still, nothing that I have seen that overly worries me, other than the fact that I may not be able to kill them off. Let's see here. Yay, I got something out of that. Okay, I'll dump that in there. Pull this down. Alright. My goal, like I said, is I want to see how much higher than dangerous I can get it. Is there an actual way to get it above dangerous? Am I at its max already? And if so, what other ramifications can actually occur? How bad is Flux? Like, just letting it sit like this is causing a lot of flux by itself, because it looks like this thing can only hold a max of 500. See, so it just dropped down to 500. And then I dump that 500 into the atmosphere as well. And we'll dump the tallow in there as well. I got it back. No, I guess that wouldn't make any sense. I'm not going to create any flux if I just keep burning that one thing over and over again. The only thing I have managed to do is spawn a lot of wisps. Well, I guess that's kind of a bonus though, because now I know that is a lot of wisps in there now. At this point, I'm unsure if I could even survive more than a minute in there, even with armor. I'm pretty sure without armor, probably less. Let me see if I can coax any out. No. Hi. Oh. Hello? No. No, they're all just gonna sit in there until I open and walk in there. Then they'll all blast me. Watch me die real fast. Well, I'm not the biggest fan of sacrifice, but it might be kind of funny to watch. I will not actually use my potion though, since I'm going to do this. 16 levels of experience. Yeah, I guess that's not the end of the world to lose. Not when I can gain it back so easy now. I wish these presents and wrapping gave something. Okay. Okay, here we go. I have a sword. Fear me. Oh wait, I have armor and all that other wonderful jazz too. I do not want to lose my armor and stuff. Alright. So, any bets as to how long I survive? I'm thinking... to a slow count of 10. If I can survive the entire time, I will try to leave. Alright. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Nope. I tried dodging. That didn't work too well either. Alright, well, I'll go back, collect my stuff. At this point, I'll continue to try to boost the flux in the area above to see what happens. If it gets above the 5 or the dangerous mark, if there's any other ramifications for having it at such a level. Other than that, on the next episode, I think we'll be working on the house a little bit. I think I'll be actually engaging in the creation of a query, setting up something to get resources a little bit easier instead of spending a few hours digging. Not that that's a bad thing, but would be nice to work on another thing at the same time. So, thanks for watching, and have a good one, and take it easy, guys.